Yo, what up? Can you guys hear me? Is this thing on? Last time I did like 2 hours of streaming, and there was no mic audio. So that was cool. It's kind of like the worst part about being a streamer that nobody watches. You don't have a chat to tell you when your mic isn't working. I'm just waiting for my coffee. It's brewing. The bean juice. The bean juice is brewing. Alright. You guys ready? Let's see. Make sure everything is on. Cool. Alright, so since you guys are probably not familiar with this device, because I have not shown it off yet, it is this thing. Let's see. Let me get it unplugged. This little doohickey. It is it's like a stream deck, like a knockoff stream deck thing called the display pad. Let's see if it wants to focus on that. Probably not, but whatever. Yeah, it's like a knockoff stream deck thingy. It's got 12 buttons. They're clear, and there's a screen underneath it. Pretty standard, typical fare for a like a stream deck sort of thing. But anyway, it doesn't work in Linux. Doesn't support Linux, so I've taken it upon myself to take this. I think I paid like $35 for it. I'm gonna take this $35 piece of hardware and spend like an ungodly amount of hours of my life making it work in Linux. So that should be fun. And I'll invite you guys along for the ride. So let me get this plug back in. Alright, cool. You guys can still hear me alright? I hope. I hope this shit didn't break. Okay. Looks like it's good. So get back over to my VMs. You guys are looking at Windows right now. So I already have some code set up to talk to this device. But we'll be trying to do the HID thing, HID like button presses today. So I've done some packet captures to capture like the USB traffic. And this is all like a bunch of gobbledygook until you get into ghidra and start looking at the DLL that talks to it. So there's under the files for this device, there's some software like the base software that comes with it that runs in Windows is called Basecamp, and it's got a couple different like service workers, and one of those is the where is it? Mount display pad worker, mount display pad worker.exe. This one handles the actual like backend communication with the device, and it utilizes a DLL file called displaypad.sdk.dll. So this is the one that actually this file is what contains all of the functions for talking to the hardware itself over USB. And so that's kind of what I've been poking through and looking at in ghidra. I'll have to import like my my existing ghidra project because I have one on a different system. Because this is kind of an old project that I've been working on off and on over the past year or so. But I have another ghidra project that's a little bit more detailed, a bit more reversed than this one. But it's pretty cool because ghidra, when we load this up, it's got a lot of like named functions and everything in here, which are pretty nice. So I don't have to go through and figure out what the hell all these are. They're kind of already named for me, so that's nice. And then something else that that I found that's pretty fun is the worker, the mountain display pad worker file is written in C#, and C# is pretty easy to decompile. Apparently, there's a tool called ilspy that you can use that will decompile it, and because C#, at least Visual C or .NET or whatever, stores all of its symbols in the binary, the compiled binary. It's real easy for tools like ILSpy to pick that binary apart, take those symbols, and reconstruct everything for you. So one thing that I've been doing that has like has aided greatly in the reverse engineering process is running this part of the program or part of the driver stack through ILSpy and then cross-referencing this with ghidra. So we'll be doing a lot of that today, probably. So you'll get to see some of that and how I'm actually cross-referencing it. Just for example, like this set icon packet function. Right now our parameters are, we've got 3 unnamed parameters, but if we go into ILSpy, we've got what is it? Set icon? Yeah, set icon packet. Is it? Yeah, set icon packet right here. I just saw it. Set icon packet, and so we can see that the something that's really useful is ILSpy tells us that this this import from the DLL file um, requires a couple parameters that it gives us parameter names and also tells us like what the data type is. So this is a byte. It's called byte icon number, and this is a reference to pick packet info struct, and that's called pdata. And then we've got a uint called ID. So I've been able to go take this data, go back into ghidra, and fill this out, and kind of like say like change that to change that to like a byte, and then that way ghidra knows that this is a byte. So all this following code should uh, reflect it as a byte object. So that's cool. Let's see, and then we can go over to Linux. Let's go to Linux real quick. Show you what I got going on in here. Actually, let me go ahead and let me pull down my code. Do, 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 do. I don't think this is the most up to date, but let's see, git clone. All right, so this is kind of what I've got going on. In terms of Python, and there's a lot of commented out crap in here, but I've been kind of like rebuilding these functions, trying to get some stuff working on the device. But in general, we have our display pad object. We have some initialization functions that go through and they talk to the PyUSB library, and those so when they set up the device, they like get the handle for the device, and then we've got a couple helper functions for like prepping messages, getting the device, or interrupt in and interrupt out USB messages, control transfers, and then all of the GG functions that are like device specific stuff, like set panel image, GG display logo, that kind of stuff. So it is kind of a bit, and the last time I worked on it was a while ago, so it's going to take me a little bit to figure out what the hell I was doing, and why any of this even works. So that'll be fun. Yeah. So I need to figure out where I want to go with this. I guess I could test out some of the functionality. I haven't actually tested this code in a minute, so let me get the device added. Oh, so dumb. Wrong password. Let's see, add hardware. USB device, mountain display pad. Alright, cool. Alright, so then it's going to turn itself on. I know you guys can't see this, but trust me, it's doing really cool things. Not really, it just turns on and it shows like a little logo. Let's see. So what was the last thing that this thing was doing? Send setup frames. Oh no. Alright, hold on. This is gonna close out of, yep, okay. Oops. Toggle comment. I see, I thought I did that. Whatever. Now this won't close out of the... Oh, okay. I hate that shortcut. Control Q should never just fucking close out your stuff. Whatever. Okay. I don't really care that much. I just want to uncomment this shit. Thank you. Okay. So it's gonna run, it's gonna get our device and then it's gonna send setup frames. It does send setup frames. I passed it, didn't I? Or is that not a thing anymore? Was that my old function? That was my old function. Okay. Let's just run this, see what happens. Okay, no module. pip3 install. Python image library. No? Oh, it's just called pillow. Okay. Name get device is not defined. Oh, that's why, because I had all the bullshit going on in here. Because that's just the library. Okay. Yeah, okay, and I was trying to set up some fuzzing. That's what I was doing last. Okay. So Let me... Okay, no such follower director. Okay, cool. Yeah, because I was sending an image to it. That's what I was trying to do. Or at least I was setting up the code to send an image to it. It sort of worked. So that's cool. Display pad, device. Okay. Okay, so we want to let's set up the HID stuff. Let's see if we can figure that out. I don't know if we need HID. Never actually done like just raw button input. I hate Doxygen. Because I'm already using USB core, USB util, USB control, and I think I can get the button presses through this as well instead of having to use another library. Let's see. Wait. Oh, all the descriptors. I just want some of the descriptors. Let's just get the vendor. Wait. Let's do the whole ass thing. Okay. Jeez. Alright, these are the descriptors that I want. Let's see, so we've got HID. It's probably all HID. Interface class. Okay, so I'm working with 83. Endpoint 83 for data back and forth. Actually, let's just go back into Windows. We can look at the endpoint there. Go back to Windows and we look at, we've got a capture. I think these were my button presses. No, maybe not. Oh, what is that? Oh. The GUID, device to GUID. Oh, yeah, we're still doing setup frames. Okay, so these are setup frames. It's our enable. This is before all of this. No, that was on a different capture. I had a different PCAP. Let's see. Okay, that's fine. We'll just do another one. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this added to Windows. Add hardware, USB device. Alright, cool. Then we'll go and do a new one. Oh, oops. The software still running? No, it is. It's running in the background. Yeah, this dude. Whatever. I need to remove it and add it again. There we go. Alright. Now it's gonna do a bunch of bullshit. Okay, so I'm gonna push some buttons on it. Yeah, that okay, so those 0 ones were the button presses. Oh my god, where'd it go? Okay, this right here. So endpoint 83 direction in. Okay. Packet data length. So it's over the same interface. Okay. Alright, so we will remove that from Windows, close that, add hardware, USB host device. Okay. So let's see if we can set up a while loop in our Python. While device, let's see, print, actually, message equals device. Is that how you do it? Let's see. Python USB, let's go docs. Oh, Jesus, I have them over here already. Okay, so I think the problem with this. Oh, I'm in Linux. You guys are still looking at Windows. My bad. Um. So I think the problem with this is it's listening, and now I'm back in Windows. Typical. Okay, so it's looks like it's just chilling there. And then it sends in 91 bytes. How many bytes is that? 64 bytes of data. Is the button that was pressed in here? Oh yeah, it is. Look at that. This is coming from device, going to host. It's coming from device, going to host. You can see this, there's a byte right here. This byte, this 10 right here is changing. Okay. Let's see if we can listen to button presses from this thing. Let's see, Pi USB, send a button presses. Part of me wonders if I'm like too low level with Python USB, Pi USB. I don't know if Pi USB is, I mean, I say too low level, but I'm still talking to it through the descriptors. Let's see, I'm just reading some docs. This is like the boring part of coding. Okay, so we need to read data from this thing. Yeah, okay, so I guess we can just, let's just try looping, and we'll read data from it. 0x83, and then, let's just do 64, right? That's supposed to be the, actually, let's just do, I've already got this set up. Let's try this. Wait, can I? No? I may need to write a polling function to just pull the interrupt. I've made that a private method for a reason in the past. For some reason, I don't know. Past me. Past me wrote that for some reason, and I don't remember why. But let's just do a polling function. We'll poll for input. Self dot interrupt in. So endpoint 83 length. Okay, cool. And message equals return message. Just do that real quick. All input. Poll my input. And run that. Oh my god. Push it a button. Nothing. Okay. Wait, interrupt in or interrupt out? No, interrupt in. Right, that was on 83. Direction in. Endpoint 83. Okay, cool. Just to double check. Why did it say that it was writing 64-bit? 64 bytes to endpoint 4. Oh, I've already got a license. Okay, yes. Jesus. Alright, hold on. Alright, there we go. Now it'll stop whining. Stop whining! Okay, so... I cannot remember what this code was doing. Oh, that's why, because it sends GG enable. GG AP enable. Okay, let me unplug and plug this thing back in. I have to do lots of power cycling in this thing. Alright, add hardware. Okay, let's run it again. And then if I push buttons, nothing. Nothing. Okay. So I think I'm doing that right. I'm pretty sure. So I'm doing a self-device handle read, endpoint length, and the timeout. Endpoint is 83, length 64, timeout. Okay, let's just do some debugging print statements, eh? Good old debug print statements. Oops. Yes, I did mean URBRX. Thanks. Okay, so I am getting button presses. You guys can see that, right? I'm not crazy. I am getting button presses. Okay. Oh, I'm so fucking dumb. It's because I'm not printing the message. Wow, holy shit. God, that's fucking dumb. Okay, now. There we go. So it's gonna time out, and then whenever I get something, it'll... And I get 2 of them, apparently, for each button press. Okay, cool. And you guys can see the, these values changing, too, as I push the buttons, so that's cool. So now I just need to map these. I need to take all of these and map them to whatever the fuck they actually... Whatever I want them to be. That's gonna be interesting. I'll have to think about how I want to do that. There's 12 buttons. Obviously, I can just keep an array. But I'd want to hook in some functionality. Because obviously, these buttons aren't just gonna do nothing. I want them to do stuff. So, depending on the functionality, I have to like call hooks to like the OS or something. Depending on what I want it to do. But let's start with, yeah, let's just start with decoding these individual buttons and figuring out what the hell they mean, like what each one is. Like this is a huge 64 byte array of data, but we're only concerned with like 1 fucking byte. So that's really interesting. So it looks like this might actually be like, I don't know, we can go into ghidra and look at it. I'm not sure what function that is, but it starts, the header is 0, 1, so let's see if we can go into ghidra and find that one. Let's start with here. We've got, let's see, button press, button. Get button bitmap length, display pad. Check change key? No, change shortcut key. See, it's probably got, it may not even have like a polling function in here. That may just be like an automatic thing. Device plug is updating. Open USB driver. Oh, Twitch account. Yeah, I don't know. Wow, look at that. Somebody put it. Put something in chat for once. Congratulations, you're the first person to ever leave a comment in my chat. Ever. I've been doing this for like 12 years. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I don't think this, I don't think there's a function specifically for, oh, wait, set key callback. Let's look into this one. So, analyze, used by display pad worker, message pump, manager, display pad run message pump. This sounds about right. Message pump. Used by display pad worker. Okay, so key callback event, message pump handler start. Wait one. Try da 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 da. Message pump. New thread display pad. Run message pump. Okay, so that's this thing. So event callback. Callback, GCH, global callback handler. At least I'm assuming that's what that means. Set key callback. So the display pad SDK open USB driver. That gives it the handle to the device. Application run. Okay. Let's go into ghidra. What was it? Set key callback? No. Oh, it does call set key callback. What is a key callback? It's a U short W matrix bool be pressed. This might be what I want. What the hell is this? Delegate void key callback. The U short W matrix. Okay. Let's check that one. So set key callback has one parameter. It gets called with event callback. I don't know if callback is even like a fucking function. Whatever. Doesn't really matter. Let's see. Callback key code. Let's see. Find references to this data. So it reads it here and then writes it here. So that's not where we're at. Okay. So we were here. Yeah. This is where it gets read at. Let's rename this one. This one might be like read key question mark. Oops. Let's go back. Let's rename this to dat key callback. References. Alright, so now we can see this. If the key callback is not equal to 0, then blah 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 blah. Okay. And then a lot of bullshit. Wow. Okay. It seems like a big ol' waste of time. I think our best bet is to just go into go into wireshark, capture all the key presses, decode them the manual way, you know. So let's do that. Let's go ahead and I want to close this worker. Basecamp service. Get out of here. Get out of here. That one too. I don't want any of you. Alright, I'm gonna re-plug in the device. Oh my god. Okay. So it's a fucking Type-C cable, but you'd think it'd be easier to plug in than it is. Then we remove it from that VM. Go ahead and start our capture again. Continue without saving. Add hardware. Add our USB device. And then that comes in. And then it's gonna go through and do a whole bunch of bullshit. It's still running? I thought I closed all of that fucking software, man. Somehow it is still running. Okay, whatever. Let's, it sucks though. There's so much garbage. Is it sending the image all over again? What is all of that bullshit? Whatever. So let's filter for packet size. Packet length, 91. Okay. Oops. No, we want that based off the frame number. Okay, so here's our HID data. And that's interesting. So is this being sent? Interesting. Okay, no wait, that's the host sending that out. Okay, so on the button that I have something bound to, I just have a picture bound to it. I don't think it has any functionality. But I have the driver, or like the default software, I had that configured to set a button or like an icon to it. But that one, when I press that one, the host sends out this message alongside it. Like once it receives that from the device, it sends this message out to the host or to the stream deck. And then it replies back with some bullshit. I don't exactly remember what this message is for. We can go back and look at our excuse me, our headers. What was that, 21? 21? Two 1 0 0 0. Okay. I think it is this one. Get main brightness. So something to note that's been very confusing in this whole process is the data in these messages is encoded in, I say encoded, it's not an encoding, but it's in Little Indian. I guess, is that an encoding? I don't know, whatever. But it's Little Indian, so the order of the byte, or the data in the byte itself, is packed least significant bit first, I believe, is Little Indian. Which is basically backwards from how most, I think, most stuff works. So I've had to, a lot of this Python code, what it'll do is it'll make structs and pack them little Indian. So you can see right here, it's doing a struct.pack. It's packing this little data, or it's packing this data, and then it sends that out. So I believe that's what this one is. Oh, no, wait. Or no, it's probably this one. Set panel image. Is there one at the very end? Let's see. No. Is that set icon pick? Huh, whatever. So what are we here for? We are here to get some button presses working. Okay, so let's go ahead and capture all of these button presses. We'll start with this top row. Button 2, button 3, button 4, button 5, button 6, and then the bottom row, button 7, button 8, button 9, button 10, button 11, button 12. Okay, cool. So we've got that. And then this is button 1. Whatever, we'll worry about that one later. Let's get all of these. Oops. You're not gonna only do that, are you? All right, let's export this as our key presses. We'll save that. Oh my god, I cannot type. It's a lot more than what I selected, isn't it? Leftover capture data. Last column. Alright, let's just get all the frames there after 139. Save those. Export packet bytes. No, that's not what I want. There's a way, I can't remember how I did it. Okay, anyway. No, that's how I did it. Copy bytes as X plus ASCII dump. That's not what I want. I just want the leftover capture data. It is value. Okay. Wait, split? Uh, can't remember how this was broken up. Let's see. I want to break this up, but I don't. How did I do this last time? I think it was take bytes, wasn't it? I can't remember what the hell I did last time to format this. What I was trying to do is break this up into like 8-byte chunks. With a new line. How did I do that? I don't know. But I take a break for about 10 minutes, get some more coffee, go to the bathroom, and I will be back in a bit. Alright, be right back. Alright, yo. I'm back. Do, 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 do. Okie dokie. Where was I? Do, 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 do. Okay, so I need to get all these messages, all these suckers, figured out. So these are all coming in from the device. Got some duplicates in here though. Maybe I pushed that one twice. I don't know. Okay, so I need to identify which key is which. And then I need to listen to... Actually, it might be easier if I just do this in Python. And then I capture the key press in Python. That's actually a really good idea. So let me do that. Let me remove the device from Windows, go and add it into Linux. And then I'm going to, under my fuzz USB, we're going to print message. Oh, got some junk in my keyboard. Alright, so let's just double check, make sure this works. So operation timed out. We got that one, we got that one, we got that one. Okay, cool. Okay, so and I don't want to get it if it's a timed out message. So those are difference between those. This is a tuple. That's a bytes object. Okay, so I can do if type. Wait. Is instance message and then bytes. The bytes print message, and then we'll do this again. Hey, there we go. So now it's not spamming me with a bunch of fucking noise. Okay, so now what we'll do is let's make a key array. Key array equals that. No, let's do a dictionary. Key array dictionary. How do I want to do this? So we want to get the... Actually, let's just do this with an array. So get the length of the array. If is instance. And then we'll make a tuple. Keytup equals length of key array plus 1, comma, and then the message. Let's see. A key array dot append keytup. Let's see. So it's going to give me 2 of those, though. So what I want it to do is I want it to iterate through basically 1 through 12. And that's what I'll do. Let's see. For I in range 12 message device if is instance messaged. Alright, keytup is equals none. And then while not keytup, want to check our message. If it's bytes, then we do that. Keytup. Maybe that'll work. I don't know. We'll see what that does. Let's check it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, yeah. See, it's getting that second message. Of course it is. Also, we want to pretty print that because it's fucking ugly. P-print. Oop, that is not how you spell pretty. Okay, let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, much prettier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Just getting the whole ass thing. Yeah, so this is that first one with the 2 in it. And then it's getting that second, which is like, I guess, the debounce or like the depress. So realistically, our key function wants to go through and listen for these until we get one of these. Because I'm pretty sure it'll just keep pressing that until... Let's see how that works. Let's test that and see what that does. We'll comment that out. Comment that out. What did I just do? Okay. And then let's do a while. True. And then copy that, because I'm lazy. Message, if it's input, print message. Print the message. Okay, go back over here. And then I go push some buttons. Yeah, see, if I hold it, it doesn't give me that second message until I let it go. So that's the debounce, or not the debounce, but the key release. So you've got a key press and a key release. So I guess what we can do is... Because what we're going to do is we're going to take, once we get the code for this, I'm going to take all this code and I'm going to go stick it over here into like a polling, like this poll input one. It's gonna live in here, and then the... Yeah. I don't know, I'll figure that out. Whatever. Who knows? Oh my god, you guys have been watching the wrong shit. I do this all the fucking time. No! Okay. I'm so sorry. But anyway, this is what I was showing off. I can show you again. So I have this polling right here. So let's go ahead and run it. And you'll see what I was talking about, where if I push the key but I hold it, I don't let it go, we only get one message, and then when I let it go, we get the second message. So we've got my prior code. What it was doing is it was going through and it was generating a list for every single key that gets pressed, just so that I don't have to do it all manually. But we want to, now we need to handle our key down and key up. So let's just get a second message. Message poll input. It should only be getting one message anyway. Oh, that's because the next one. Okay. Yeah. So what we want to do, it's actually, yeah, I want to comment this out. We're going to come back over to here to our polling input. So we're going to do this. We're going to take our is instance. Okay, so key down equals false, or oh, key code equals none. And then, so when I check like the first couple bytes, if message, what is it, 012 is 01. So we'll print got key code. And then how do I check if it's all zeros? If message, let's do 2 and on, not has any, is that any? No, any. How does that work? Python any. Fuck off, AI. I want to read the docs. Give me the docs. Turn true if any element in the iterable table is true. Oh, okay. Do, 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 do. Python have freaking contains method? It says substring, right? Substring? I'm so dumb. I always forget. Does that make sense? If the 0 is not in... let's see, we'll just do key down. Else. Print. Key up. Key up. Alright. Let me come over here and run this again. What? Uncomment that and then run it again, and then we push the button. It's still not why are you not printing shit? Just to confirm we're not crazy. Oh yeah, C01 is not 01, but second item. There we go. Ah, that should do it. Yeah, I've got key code, so key up. That's giving me key up. Hmm. I'm gonna break this up into groups. Copy selection. Alright, we'll do CyberChef again. Try this out. See if I don't get stuck and confused on the regex again. So let's see. I want to, is it subsection? Oop. So what, 4 digits? No. Yeah, that's not what I want. Find replace. Every 4 digits. Replace with that. Wow. First try. Good God. Is it every 4? No. Let's try 8. Is it every 8? So that's the thing with this. Let's try. Find letter B or any of those. Replace them with nothing. Okay, so this 0, 2. 0, 4. So I'm curious if these are in a different position. I can't remember if this is like a whole, if these are supposed to be packed in 8 bytes. I think it's 8 bytes. Let's see if we go back to Windows, into ghidra. I think it's 8 bytes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So those are 4 bytes. Wait, where am I at? I'm under read key. Hmm. Yeah. Let's see. Let's highlight this. So IVAR5 is that. What is this? References. Oh, good God. Oh yeah, this is the device handle. I think it's the device handle. There is one giant data struct in this assembly that is for the the handle. I think it is. I think this is the handle. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. See, this is the waka wak for the device handle. I think that's how you address it in Windows. I don't know. I'm not some sort of super wizard at this shit. um okay, well, let's go back into Linux. Linux. And I'm not sure how I want to break these up. This is the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so it's the same octet, so to say. I change that to like 2. I see, I think it's 8. I think it's 8, and this first one is 0, 1. Okay. Polar input. B01 and message 02. Let's see, so we get a key code. So we do this and then we break it up into like chunks of 8. Let's do some more testing. So we get our key code, key up. Okay, so let's just print out the key downs. So we'll do print message. Okay, so it's not printing the message. Got key code, got key up. Did I do that wrong? Oh, it's because I'm doing this garbage check right here. It's gonna print both of them. Ugh. I don't want to, but I could just use regex to check and see if there are other values in here. Let's see, I want to, let's do byte 2. 2 byte values. Because most key codes are 2 byte values, I think. Alright, there, I've pushed all of the buttons. One of my favorite things to do. Push all of the buttons. Alright, so we'll go back into here, put all those back down, swap this back to 8. Oh, weird. What did I do wrong? Why does it look like that? Why are there no new ones? What the hell? Oh, I'm so dumb. Okay. It's because I'm chopping off the first 2. Like a fucking goober. I wonder why my messages aren't the same size. Actually, you know what? Find that. Replace with 0, 1. And then do another one. Find that. Replace with nothing. Okay. There we go. There we go. You're not an idiot. Okay, so let's also find... Zero, 1, 0 plus. Then it goes all the way to the end of the line. There we go. Because I only want the ones with other numbers in them. Yep, okay. Why is this one missing shit? What the hell's going on with that one? Eh. Alright, beginning of the line. Okay, and just to double check, that last one had the 1 in it. Okay, 1, 8. Okay, cool, cool, cool. It's a 10, sorry. Not a 1, it's a 10. That's how they get you. Bytes look like a 1, but it's actually a 10. Okay, so that's an 8, 10, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I think it might, for like the second row of characters, or the second row of buttons, it might put the actual value into a different, like, octet, if that makes any sense. Oh, it's got the 8 in it. See, this is 5 deep. This one's 4 deep, starts with 1. Oh, no, is this supposed to be a 10, because it goes 8 and then 10. Okay, so these are not actually 8 bytes. Are these 6 bytes? 6? No, 4 bytes. 2, 4, 8. Where? It's so hard to see with these zeros. Okay, so there's our 8, and then our 10. So that makes more sense if the 10 is left offset like that, because this is Little Indian. Oh, no, wait, it's Little Indian. So if this is 8, oh, shit. So fork, I'm gonna fork this. Split on each new line. And then we want to swap the Indianness. No, it's not raw, it's hex. Word length 4 bytes. Yeah, I think this is what I was messing with last time. Um. Yeah. So that represents 144. Let's see if I can find the 01. So it's like message size 4096, 4097. Read sector memory. So I think this is getting the memory from, or no, sorry, that's reading the memory from the device. So there's the USB driver that we're at. Get USB handle. Is that what it was called? Open USB driver. Let's do this. Let's look at the function graph for this one. See how this one actually flows. I have to go get some more coffee. It is chugging. Oh my god. Wow, really? It took that long for this. Okay, so open USB driver gets called. Goes into here, goes into here. None of this makes any sense to me. Okay, so let's try and tear it down a little bit. So it moves data into EAX, tests to see if EAX is equal to EAX. I guess tests to see if it exists. If it doesn't exist, then it jumps all the way to this label, which is to ESP parameters. I don't know what the fuck that does. Okay, anyway. Pushes a stack, and it pushes ESI to the stack. Wait, what the fuck is ESI? Is ESI? ESI is a register, right? I think ESI is a register processor manual. Oh, okay. Whatever. Anyway, I believe it pushes ESI onto the stack, and then it calls this function, does an XOR between ESI and ESI. Does another comparison. Yeah, I'm not too sure what the fuck any of that means. That is okay. But it does call this. If IVAR is less than 1,000? IVAR 2? What the hell is IVAR 2? Okay, so open USB driver, what does that one get called with? Gets called with a display pad message handler handle. Okay. Display pad message handle. Let's see what that looks like. Great handle, new, great prims. Alright, what else? Okay. Do do do. Okay. So it passes at a handle. Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the his data structure isn't the device handle. This is it's like a giant data struct that they keep all the device information in. Pretty sure. Let's see. Device table. So we can look at this one. References. Find references to device table. Yeah. So this one. So if we go to where it gets written. So device table equals 0. And this one is device table equals local 168. So this sets local 168. Let's rename this to set device table. And that's device table. Yeah, so this is the C window handle. This is C window handle. Ah, so it is this. It is a reference to this, like a pointer to this, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. So that gets the device table, device blah blah blah. Translate message, dispatch message. Okay. Getting a little sidetracked in here. I was trying to figure out how these are split up. Do another regex. Move all the white space. See back in it. And then I want to move this back down here. Turn that back on. Okay, so we do that. So now it's flipped Little Indian. And I've got it split every 8 characters, so 4 byte words. Let's see what that looks like. Let's see, that still doesn't look right. Because I would think that these would be packed over to the left or to the right. Actually, no, that may be correct. 0004. I don't know. I could just copy this whole thing as a static thing, but I like knowing how these messages are actually structured so that I can then replicate it later on in the rest of my code. God damn it, I've got the... Ah! I'm sorry. I'm doing that again. I keep doing that. Okay. Yeah, so I want to know how these messages are packed together, how all the data is packed together. Because I believe it's Indian, or Little Indian, and I think they're... How long is the word length? We should be able to figure that out from ghidra. Because of the processor. Or no, wait, I can look it up. What is it? OMAP. Is it Cortex M0? Length. 8-bit bytes, 32-bit words. Okay. So 32 divided by 8 gives you 4. 4-byte words. Okay. So we've got that set properly in here. So it is 4-byte words, and then we are dividing it on 8, which gives us 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And that gives us 4 bytes per word. I think that is correct. So I think what I need to do is I need to tell... Oh, excuse me. Oh, I need to tell my Python code. Split these up into basically this, and then check this. What is the 4th or the 5th one? 5th one. Yeah, I think it's the 5th one in from the end. Okay. Alright, well then I guess let's try that. Let's go back over here. Sorry, over here. I can do little Indian in Python. Yeah. I think I probably need to just iterate through my data. Okay. So I need to divide it by 8. Flip it around. Will that work? Let's try. How can I do that? I want to... I want to split these. Let's see. No, I just want to slice 8 characters off the top. Is that going to do it for me? Let's find out. I mean, that should put it into an array of 8 characters each. Ugh. Of course, bytes object has no attribute to pop, because that is for arrays only. Actually, yeah, bear back. I'm gonna go get some more coffee, and I got someone at the door. Burb. Okie dokie. I am back. Alright. Make sure my everything's still running. Okay. I got more bean juice. Whoop. Try not to spill it all over myself. Okay. Where were we? Actually. Alright, so we were pulling our input. That's right, we're trying to split it. Split it every 8 characters. What's the best way to do that? Bruh. I just multiply by 8. This is probably really stupid, but I don't care. Find out how stupid it is, and then I'll delete it. In range for M in range. M plus, wait, M plus, 4, 8 plus 8? Okay, whatever. Bucket, we ball. That doesn't look right. I mean, it kind of looks right, but it doesn't look right. Don't let it fool you. So if that's not the case, isn't it? I think that's 8. What is that? Why is it getting that? I don't know why it's getting. Um. Hmm. Hmm. Because I think. How do I get the fucking chunk? I want a chunk of this list. I know it can do steps. Python list slicing steps. Interval between elements. Yeah, it needs to be 8. Or is that just gonna give me every 8th element? That's just gonna give me every 8th element, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Hmm. So this is what I was doing before, but not in a list comprehension. Let's try that. Just in case I was being dumb with the list comprehension. 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, blah, blah, blah. But that's not right. Let's print it out without that. And you will see. Let me push the button. Where the fuck is it getting that second one from? Like this? Where the fuck is it getting that from? Am I stripping the thing off? No, I'm not. Hmm. So I think I'm an idiot. I don't know why that is getting all fucked up like that. Oh, is that what I'm doing? I'm overcounting. 8, 9, 10, 11, what? 15. Oh, 7 through 15. 0 through 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that's correct. Where the fuck are you getting this extra one from? That's so confusing. Am I blind? No. Hmm. Well, I'm officially an idiot. Yeah, I am not entirely sure. Hmm. Yeah, this is kind of confusing. Oh. Yeah. So let's see. So we've got our message. Prints message. I have no idea where that extra one is coming from. That is so confusing. I mean, there's an extra one in there. See, the ones that have the, like the value of the 4 isn't even in here. It's not anywhere in here. Do I need, is it because these are bytes and I need to double that up? Print message. Let's get the length of the message. It should be 64. Push the button. 128. Okay. So I'm just not calculating this properly. So 16. Just do that. Just to test. Just to test. Push the button. No, it's still doing it. What the Oh my god. Oh. Need to multiply this by 8. Is that seriously what it is? No. Gets that first one. I'm so bad at array math. Oh god. Hurts my brain. Okay, so start blah blah blah. 8 and then this is why I'm not a serious programmer. Python bytes object. Built-in types. What can we do with this? Ooh. Wait, can I just spit it out as 2 bytes? Because I'm using bin ASCII hexafy byte array. Oh, am I shooting myself in the foot by doing this? Because I can turn it little endian if I don't do that. Hello, kitty. Hi. Hi. I feel like I'm shooting myself in the foot by not keeping this as a bite object. It turns it into a biter, eh? Let's see. Python byte array. Ooh. Alright, so what can I do with byte arrays? I can pop. So I could do that. If I leave it as a byte array, I could pop 8 bytes off the front. Let's try that. I might fuck it up for everything else, though. Because there's other stuff that uses the interrupt. Hmm. That's not gonna work. It's gonna error on me. No? Okay. Yeah, so that gives us a byte array. Message dot 2 bytes. Let's see, what is it? Order? Equals little? Ooh. Gets order equals little. Tuple object has no attribute 2 bytes. Ah. Let's see. How do I get this shit to Little Indian? Oh, nice. I can just use struct pack. Wow, that seems fucking gnarly. Okay. Um, could just steal this code. I don't like doing that though. But whatever. So they've got a little function. I don't need that though. I just need this struct.pack format byte array. So I may have to go and reformat all of this or whatever. Let's see. Le message. No, it's a Little Indian message. Return le message. Inconsistent use of tabs and spaces. Wow, you're right. Look at that. Totally inconsistently used tabs and spaces. Byte array is not defined HTML. Oh my god, I'm so bad. Length of... Actually, let's do this real quick. RX bytes. There we go. Double object has an... what? Oh. Because I'm still trying to do that. Down here. We just want to print it. It does not appear to be in Little Indian. All right. Guess it's not really helping. Yeah, I don't think that really helps us in our effort to... I think that just complicates shit. Whatever. Do this, we'll leave it as that. Alright, skipped it, passed it. Where is it? All input. Push the button. Yeah. I gotta figure out how I want to handle that. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to take a break for now. Go get some food. And I will be back on in, I don't know, a couple hours maybe. Okie dokie. I will see everyone later. Bye.